Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. New York homeowners, there is some light to the end of the tunnel. These quarter laws have changed, and trust me, you guys gonna love this. Check it out.
You don't know the law. Yeah, there's laws. You shouldn't be trying to steal my house. Yes, you are. You don't even have
It is one of the squatter stories we brought you that outraged our viewers. You can't break into a home that does not belong to you and claim you have a right to be there. That is the message from the Queens District Attorney after prosecuting the man at the center of a 7 on Your Side investigation.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, before I start, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you like the content, show the channel some love. Hey, let's get into it. It was so hard to get squatters out of your house. I'm talking about a house that was empty. You want to sell it. And then somebody, like a thief in the night, go crack the lock, get in there. And then you got to go in housing court to get someone who is illegally in your house or apartment. Those days are no more. The laws have changed. A lot of us don't watch the news anymore. We just be on social media. We watch our little fire sticks and movies online, and we don't watch the news anymore. Maybe because we don't trust them or like them, or we just, life goes on. They changed the laws, people. All that shenanigans these people pull is no more. You could call the cops. And when the cops get there, the cops will say, "Excuse me, sir, excuse me, ma'am. Can you show me proof that you supposed to be here?" They have to provide a lease. Signed and notarized lease. They have to bring it. If you didn't know, now you know. Tell a friend, share the video, hit the like button, right? Check it out.
10 months after our story first aired, the squatter pleaded guilty and is now facing years behind bars.
Oh,
investigative.
And they go to jail too. They get incarcerated. I want to use a big word, incarcerated for it. Yeah, they want to play. They ain't playing no more. You go to jail now. Yep.
Reporter Dan Kraft joins us now with his exclusive update. Dan.
David and Liz, our investigation first led to changes in New York state law. Now the man at the center of it all is expected to be sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Brian Rodriguez took a plea deal, pleading guilty to falsely reporting an incident in the second degree, a felony. As part of the deal, prosecutors say he won't only be spending 2 years behind bars, but also 5 years of supervised release. Rodriguez is the man at the center of the squatter standoff we captured on camera.
This guy just forced himself into my house.
Wow.
Yes, he did. And so did you. You broke through the front door.
Prosecutors say Rodriguez broke into Adele Andaloro's home in Flushing, Queens, changed the front door and lock, and rented out rooms to other people. When Andaloro confronted him, police took her away in handcuffs.
She got locked up.
Rodriguez claimed he had a lease and a right to be there. He did not. The district attorney dropped the charges against her and filed criminal charges against him.
Listen, I watched another program, and this is now, listen to what I'm saying. This is the things that they recommend you should do. You have a property. It's a big investment, 400, 500, 600, 700,000 plus dollars. Take the extra money, take a little sum, a couple, less nails done or hair done or shoes bought. Take that money, go on Amazon or some, and look for a security camera. Put the security camera inside, outside, around the house. Now you have proof they broke into your house. That's the first step. Second, put an alarm in the house. I know it's an investment and you don't want to be spending too much money on the property, but that's $700,000-800,000 a milli. She said, you say in Queens, right? A milli for a house. spend the extra money for your own peace of mind. That's what they recommend. And from time to time, just go over to the property. I would recommend every 20 days. Because after 30 days, they that's why they come and say, oh, they got tenant rights and all this nonsense. But that squatting law is done. They're going to get them. They're going to jail. Right? But do these things to protect your largest investment that you have. Trust me, it will save you from all these headaches. Jail.
Which led to this week's plea deal.
At the end of the day, we're making a message very clear. You don't get to walk into a house you don't own and say you have a right to stay. And we're going to make sure that this has a deterrent effect as well, and it will.
You know what? They should have let him pay her back her attorney fees. That took 2 years to clear up. 2 years for her to get back this result, and all her lawyer fees is down the drain.
And it has. Rodriguez will be formally sentenced on March 28th and will start his prison sentence then. We reached out to his attorney and we haven't heard back yet. I'll have much more on this story and the new law that went into effect because of it coming up tonight at 6.
Listen, and sure enough, this is good journalism. Right? Yes, they go a little left sometimes, then they bash Trump and all this nonsense. We're going to get to that in another story. But this right here this is good journalism right here. It helps the people. Yep. And sure enough, they changed the laws because guess what? It got New York looking bad. And the politicians want to make sure they get reelected for doing something good for the people. Yeah. Check it out.
The governor of New York speaking out just a few minutes ago about the new anti-squatter law that she signed into effect. The push for change came after a series of 7 on your side investigations into the problem. Investigative reporter Dan Kraut was there, joins us in the newsroom with more. Dan?
Sandra, the governor signed off on the squatter law as part of the state's new budget package. I just got done speaking with her about it and how it became a reality. What are your reactions to the changes made in state law, and how do you think they will impact New Yorkers moving forward?
Well, we put them into state law because it makes sense. And I thank you for your reporting that put a spotlight on the fact that there are people illegally in other people's homes and creating havoc. And so we needed to make sure that our budget, the laws that we introduced just last week, would address this crisis.
You think they don't know that happening to people? People go into court for years fighting these people. Sometimes it's tenant disputes, right? So you had to, figure out what's the root cause of the problem. But this quarter thing's been happening and people been crying and losing money. Listen, people go broke. Houses go into foreclosure. And these squatters just move on to somewhere else. They didn't care. But now after good journalism and reporting, now they want to jump and do something and act like, oh, we're doing something for the people. Yep.
After a series of 7-year-side investigations, a handful of lawmakers pushed for changes to state law, and the governor signed off on those changes this week. They voted to revise the way tenants are defined in the law to exclude people who don't have a homeowner's permission or legal right to be inside a property. They say it will make it easier for police to remove squatters instead of having to take them to housing court.
So squatters do not have the rights as tenants. That is firm. They can be prosecuted, and there'll be consequences to them. So that is the message that should go out there. You are not living in those houses legally. And again, I thank you for your coverage of this.
Yeah, see, she thanking them. These elected officials don't care about you, man. We give our tax dollars, and they do whatever they want to do with it. And we cry on the mountaintops. But if you by yourself, they don't care. They act like they don't hear you. They just look in the other direction. But when reporters come and put them on blast, then they hop, skip. Boom, law. Boom, arrest. Boom, change on a state level. Ooh-wee. Them squatters they better know what time it is because they coming. The cops is coming. Ain't no housing court no more.
This new law goes into effect immediately, which means when police show up moving forward, someone has to show real proof they're not a squatter. Food receipts and word of mouth won't do.
Spread the word. Yell it to your friends. Go put your peoples on. Spread the video. You know, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy right now because I'm telling you, that's one of the main reasons why I don't feel like I should be a landlord, because I don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm talking about. Because it's like, how these people get away with it for so long is far beyond me. But now it has changed, and there's hope for us. Us, you know, striving landlords and homeowners. Yes, spread the word. See you in the next video. Peace.